The moment you turn 80, life begins to speak to you in a new voice. It is softer, wiser, and more honest than ever before. It reveals things that were easy to ignore years ago, and it brings into your life changes that happened whether you like them or not. But here's the truth most people never hear: aging is not the enemy. Fighting it is not the goal. Understanding it, adapting to it, and mastering it is the real secret to staying strong, independent, and full of life well into your later years. When you reach 80, your body, your mind, and your habits begin telling a story. Your story. Some signs appear quietly, slipping into your routine without a sound. Others show up more boldly, surprising you or challenging you. But every change carries a message. Some changes warn you, some guide you, and some push you toward a healthier future if you're willing to listen. And the most important thing to know is this: many seniors who struggle, decline suddenly, or lose their strength faster than they should, often share the same overlooked habits, the same warning signs, and the same avoidable mistakes. One of the first things that happens at 80 is a shift in your energy. You don't lose your energy completely, it simply becomes more selective. Your body becomes smarter and uses energy more carefully. If you wake up feeling slower than before, it's not weakness, it's your body asking you to fuel it properly. And the surprising thing is that many older adults who suddenly become frail share one dangerous habit: they stop eating enough protein. They rely on tea, biscuits, very light meals, or just whatever is easy. Over time, muscles shrink quietly, balance gets weaker, and sudden health problems arise not because of age itself, but because the body didn't get the fuel it needed. To stay strong, your meals don't need to be complicated. Even small changes make a huge difference. Adding eggs, lentils, chicken, fish, yogurt, beans, or nuts can help your muscles stay alive. Muscle is life at 80. It protects your bones, helps you move with confidence, supports your heart, and keeps you stable. Many older adults who fall suddenly or pass away unexpectedly were dealing with silent muscle loss for years without knowing it. But this is something you can change today, simply by adjusting your diet from light and insufficient to balanced and nourishing. Another thing that happens at 80 is a shift in memory. Not memory loss, but memory sensitivity. Your brain becomes more dependent on your lifestyle. When you're younger, you can get away with stress, poor sleep, and irregular habits. At 80, the brain reacts more quickly to your choices. If you don't hydrate well, your thinking becomes foggy. If you isolate yourself and stop talking to people, your brain slows down. If you stop learning new things, even small things, your brain becomes quieter. But here's the encouraging part: the brain remains trainable for life. Seniors who stay sharp, focused, and mentally young do one thing differently: they keep using their brain. Even reading, solving small puzzles, remembering lists, singing along to old songs, learning something new, or staying socially connected acts as fuel for the mind. Studies have shown that seniors who decline suddenly often show early warning signs long before anything serious happens. They start withdrawing from conversations. They stop participating in family decisions. They lose interest in small daily tasks. They begin to move less, sleep more irregularly, and ignore discomfort instead of talking about it. These habits may appear harmless, but together, they form a quiet storm. And the people who avoid sudden decline are not necessarily stronger or healthier, they're simply more engaged in life. They move, they think, they talk, they connect, and they refuse to live passively. Another natural change at 80 is in balance and stability. You may find yourself walking more carefully or feeling slightly unsteady. This is not a failure, this is your body asking for exercise. And exercise at 80 doesn't mean heavy workouts. It means movement that supports your strength rather than drains it. Light stretching, slow walking, leg raises while sitting, ankle rotations, using a wall for support, or even practicing standing up from a chair without using your hands make a world of difference. Most sudden senior deaths after falls come from one simple cause: the legs were not strong enough to protect the body. But legs can be strengthened at any age. It takes only minutes a day to restore power, confidence, and stability. Another change that arrives at 80 is emotional sensitivity. You may feel things more deeply. Memories may hit harder. Loneliness may feel heavier. Family conflicts may affect you more. But emotional sensitivity is not a weakness. It is a sign that your heart is trying to guide you toward peace. Many seniors age quickly because of stress, unresolved emotions, or constant worrying. The body and mind work as a team, and the emotional load you carry directly affects your physical health. But healing emotionally does not require therapy sessions or perfect families. Sometimes, it simply means allowing yourself to let go, allowing yourself to forgive, allowing yourself to release the weight you've carried for decades. Seniors who live longest have one thing in common: a peaceful heart. They don't hold grudges. They don't replay negative moments. They accept life and focus on what they can control. Another thing that happens at 80 is that your body becomes more sensitive to dehydration. Even mild dehydration can affect your brain, your heart, your muscles, and your balance. Many seniors who pass suddenly show early signs of dehydration: a dry mouth, dizziness, confusion, headaches, weakness which were ignored. Drinking enough water, soups, herbal teas, or fresh juices is one of the simplest ways to protect your health. Your body is like a plant that needs hydration to stay alive. Breathing also changes at 80, not because your lungs fail, but because most seniors breathe more shallowly, especially when sitting for long periods. Shallow breathing reduces oxygen, affects the brain, slows digestion, and weakens energy. Just 2 minutes of slow, deep breathing a few times a day can improve blood flow, lower stress, sharpen your thinking, and support your heart. It's one of the easiest, fastest ways to protect your health, and yet most people overlook it. Aging at 80 also brings an interesting truth. Routine becomes medicine. The body thrives when it knows what to expect. Sleeping at the same time, eating at the same time, moving every day, taking walks, doing light exercises, staying socially active, and maintaining a predictable rhythm builds strength. The seniors who stay the healthiest do not rely on motivation, they rely on habits. Small habits, simple habits, consistent habits. There is another warning sign that many older adults ignore: sudden appetite changes. Losing interest in food, skipping meals, or feeling full too quickly can be signs that the body is asking for attention. Many sudden health events in seniors begin with tiny symptoms like these. Listening to your body, reporting changes, and not dismissing discomfort can save your life. But despite all these changes, aging at 80 also brings tremendous power. You gain wisdom that no young person will ever understand. You gain clarity about what matters. You gain freedom from expectations. You gain the ability to reset your life and prioritize your happiness. You gain the right to live gently, purposefully, and joyfully. Health at 80 is not about looking young. It's about feeling alive. It's about waking up with purpose, moving with intention, eating with nourishment, thinking with clarity, and loving with an open heart. It's about proving to yourself that age is not a barrier, it is a chapter. You can stay strong, you can stay sharp, you can stay active, and you can stay in control of your life. But it begins with listening to your body, respecting your needs, and choosing habits that support your future instead of draining your energy. No matter your age, your story is still being written. You still have time, you still have power, you still have purpose, and the choices you make today can shape the next 5, 10, or even 20 years of your life. The world wants you to believe aging is the end, but the truth is simple: aging is the beginning of a wiser, more meaningful, more peaceful chapter if you choose to claim it. Your age does not define you. Your habits do. Your mindset does. Your daily choices do. And starting today, you can choose strength, health, joy, movement, nourishment, connection, and gratitude. Because at 80, you are not finished. You are evolving, and the best days of your life may still be ahead of you.